For the fourth lecture, we will now cover relation between roots and coefficients of quadratic equations. So, the general form of quadratic equation is written here. So, the quadratic formula gives us two roots of this equation, one with plus and the other with minus sign. Let us give the name alpha to the negative root here and beta to the positive root here. So let us add these two roots. So the left hand sides are added here in the left hand side, that is alpha plus beta, and the right hand sides are added here. So we simplify the right hand side. Here the LCM is obvious, which is 2a. The numerators are written as it is because here we have positive sign which doesn't make any change in the signs of the numerator of this fraction. So the numerator is written here. Here you may notice square root is with minus and plus sign, so this will cancel, and in the numerator we have minus b which is added, which becomes minus 2b, and in the denominator we have 2a. 2 will cancel in from the numerator and denominator, and here the formula for sum of the roots is derived here, which is equal to minus b upon a. So let us multiply the roots here. The left hand sides are multiplied, that is alpha into beta, and the right hand sides are also multiplied in the right hand side here. So the numerators of these fractions can be written prominently as, if we fix this minus b within one square bracket and this square root within another square bracket, so you may notice that this is actually a formula which is a minus b into a plus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. So here we have a minus b, and instead of b we have this square root. So a square minus b square we have here using this formula, and the denominators are also multiplied, so this will become the power 2 of 2a. Then we simplify further, minus square is plus, b square is b square, and square and square root are reciprocal of each other, so this square root will vanish due to this square, and we have the expression inside the square root in the next step, and due to this minus sign the signs of these two terms will change, minus plus minus, minus minus plus, and b square will cancel in the next step, and the remaining term in the numerator is 4ac, and in the denominator 4a square. 4 will cancel with each other, and 1 degree of a is wholly cancelled by 1 degree of a in the denominator, which is square, but in denominator 1 degree of a is remaining, and in the numerator c is remaining. So here we have derived the formula for product of the roots, which is equal to c upon a. Now sometimes we face situations where the roots of equation are given and we have to find the equation. So for this purpose we derive one formulation. So let us have general form of quadratic equation. Let us divide this equation by a over all, which gives this form. So let the roots of the equation be alpha and beta. We have supposed here alpha beta be the roots of this equation. So we know that sum of the roots is equal to minus b upon a, which we have just derived here, and the product of the roots is equal to c upon a, and these two roots were supposed to be the roots of the equation here. So here you may notice that the fraction b upon a is present with plus sign, but here it is with minus sign. So let us multiply both these sides with minus sign. So here we have minus times these two terms is equal to minus minus plus b upon a. So for b upon a we have the setting minus times alpha plus beta, and we also know product of the root c upon a. Here we have c upon a. So instead of c upon a we have the adjustment of roots alpha into beta. So this, the above equation which is written here, now becomes x square minus, instead of b upon a we write minus alpha plus beta times x plus product of roots, instead of c upon a we write alpha into beta is equal to 0. So this is the formulation. So when we are given two roots of any equation, we use this formula to find that equation whose roots are given. So in wording we may express this equation as x square minus sum of roots times x plus product of roots is equal to 0, which is the required equation whose roots are given. So let's have question related with this topic. The statement is, without solving, find the sum and the product of the roots in each of the following equations. The first equation is written here. This equation is already in general form. Here the value of a is 1, the value of b is minus 6, and the value of c is 10. So we know the formulas of sum and product of the roots which we have derived. So the sum of roots is equal to minus b upon a. So substituting the values of b and a here, that is minus 6 upon 1. So minus minus plus 6 upon 1 is 6. So one answer is for sum of the roots, which is 6. And for product of the roots we have c upon a. Substituting the values of c and a, which are 10 and 1. 10 divided by 1 is 10. So this is the second answer for product of the roots. So unanimously these two are the answers which were required with respect to the statement of the question. So we have another question. You may notice that this equation is not in general form. The square term is written in second place, the first degree term is written in the third place, and constant is written in the first place. So let us arrange this equation and convert this into general form. So let us write square, that is second degree term first, then first degree term, and in the last here the sign is positive. So we write plus 6 is equal to 0. Taking common minus from left hand side, we have minus minus plus, minus plus minus, minus plus minus, and when 0 is multiplied with minus, it will not make any change. Now this equation is converted here in general form, which is here. So the values of a, b, c here are 2, minus 15, minus 6, and the formulas of sum of roots and product of roots are written here, which are minus b upon a and c upon a. Substituting their respective values here in these formulas, minus times minus 15 upon 2, and the value of c is minus 6 upon 2, and then further simplify, minus minus plus, here the sum of the roots, we have obtained the sum of the roots, which is 15 upon 2, and 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, using the table of 2. So here we have find minus 3 as product of the roots. So this is the answer of this question. So this is another question related with the topic. Here the roots are given, which are 3 and minus 3. So here we use the formulation x square minus sum of the roots times x plus product of the roots is equal to 0. So here let us substitute here in sum of the roots. So we add these two roots here in this portion, and we multiply these two roots here in this portion. So Let us simplify further. Plus minus is minus, so 3 minus 3 is here, and here plus into minus is equal to minus. 3 3 is 9, and in the next step these two will cancel each other and we have 0 here, and plus minus is minus. Here we have 9, so the term with first degree vanishes here, and the remaining terms are x square minus 9. So x square minus 9 is equal to 0. This is the required equation for which roots 3 minus 3 are given in this question. And the other question is, here the roots are omega and omega square. So let us use the same formulation here and add these two roots and multiply these two roots here in their respective places. And you may notice that omega plus omega square, here we know the property of cube roots of unity, that 1 plus omega square is equal to 1. So if we shift 1 to the right hand side, it will become minus 1. So instead of omega plus omega square, here we substitute minus 1, and we know their product is equal to 3. So omega cube is equal to 1. So minus into minus is plus, 1x is x as it is. So x square plus x plus 1 is the required equation for omega and omega squared. So this is all about. Thank you.